23 degrees outside. You can see I got my shorts on, my winter attire.
Hey everybody, I'm Chef Dad, and this is Great Grandma Johnson's secret Alaskan smoked salmon recipe.
Let's get all the fish prepped so we can smoke it and make our smoked salmon. So we got all the bodies here. I got our tail pieces right here. These are, we don't have pin bones in, so we can get these cut. And we can let the bodies thaw out a little more. Want them a little firm so we can cut them nice. So we're wanting to cut these a 1/4 inch. Okay, so we're going about a 1/4 inch. So you want to keep them pretty consistent. And this is going to be just like jerky. It's going to, depending on how thick you cut it, that's how long it's going to take to dry out. Check out this video. You can watch us catching fish. Salmon. These salmon. So when you get them cut, they're going in the bowl. We took out 20 packages, so that's about 5 fish, give or take. These are a little smaller, so we got a few more in each package. A little smaller than usual, I should say. The fish that ran this year were a little bit smaller. Using my folded steel knives. Link will be in the description down below. You can get a 10%, 15% discount. These will not be sweet. They're gonna be a sweet savory. I mean, we are putting sugar in it and salt. All right, so these thawed enough that we could get to the pin bones. And it's just the funnest part of taking care of fish. So, if you come in here close, come close, you'll see you've got all these bones. If you can just feel them with your finger. And you're gonna go through and you're gonna pull out each and every one. So, this is the funnest part of taking care of fish. When we're doing 80, 90 fish, you definitely want more than just you pulling pin bones. Okay, all the bones are gonna be in that same exact line, so just feel down it. And if you find one, make sure you get them all out. Nobody likes bone in their smoked salmon. And once you got them all, but remember, it gets thinner as you go down here. So that is about that thickness is what we cut these up here. All right, so down to the last one. Okay, that is all the salmon cut. Now it's time to move to the next step. Recipe will not be wrote in the description down below. It will be verbal only. So you rewatch this part and rewatch it and rewatch it. Reason that I'm doing that is because this is Great Grandma Johnson's smoked salmon recipe. So you gotta watch it. 6 quarts of water. We got 20 packages of fish. So now we need 6 quarts of water. I'm gonna put it all in and mix it up really good before I put any of the fish in there. So we want it all to be suspended. Cold water, don't put warm water in. If you put warm water in, you're gonna cook your fish. Don't cook your fish. Cold water. 6 quarts. So now, with the 6 quarts, we would go in traditionally 3 cups of brown sugar, 3 cups of salt. The way that we like it, we cut back a little bit on the salt, so I'm only going to go in with 1.5 cups of salt and 3 cups of brown sugar. It doesn't come out sweet. It does not come out sweet. Kosher salt, coarse kosher salt, Kroger. 1.5. 1. What brown sugar is?
White sugar with syrup.
Molasses. White sugar with molasses added to it. 2. Hey, look, it's even Kroger brand brown sugar.
Okay, 3.
Okay, now we're just going to sit here and we're going to mix all this up until it all becomes incorporated, suspended, dissolved. Okay, these are going to soak in here for 2.5 hours. After 2.5 hours, we are going to rinse them off and let them dry. We need a pellicle layer to start forming. Sugar's going to help with that, so is the salt. We need that layer to start forming so that the smoke's going to adhere to it. Really, we have a small window where it's going to really absorb that smoke before the outside starts drying up. Okay, I'm thinking that this is dissolved enough. I'm going to start putting the fish in here. I could have just dumped the bowl in here, but I didn't want to. I kind of want to break them up when I feed them in here.
There is such a thing as too much fish for your brine.
It will get fishy, so we're just going to let these hang out. Every once in a while I may come through and just push them down, rotate them a little bit, but 2.5 hours. It's been 2.5 hours. So now we're going to rinse these off, lay them out on the racks, and start drying them. Okay, we got to spray our racks. So we don't want our fish to stick. So we didn't put the brine solution with the fish in it in the fridge. We just let it go at room temperature for the 2.5 hours. So I'll just rinse them, wipe them down, lay them out. The reason that we're rinsing it is so that we can get any excess salt and sugar off of it, because we don't want seasoning on the outside. It's already penetrated through it. And as these smoke and dry out, they'll concentrate that flavor. So if you have a whole bunch on the outside, it's not going to taste good. It's going to be over salty. You need to make sure that you leave space in between them, and they're not going to fall down between the racks. You could do this with any kind of fish. Kind of need that fat from salmon to maintain that moistness. Rinse and repeat.
Look at this fat line in this fish. Look at that.
And we're not wanting to melt the fat out, so we're gonna try and run these about 140 degrees. We got all the fish on the racks. We had to add a couple extra racks. They're propped up. We will be shuffling these around in the smoker. Now what we need to do is, you can see that they've got this nice little, and they look wet. We need them to turn tacky. That's what we're after, is a tackiness to them. So that's what's going to make the smoke bind to it. So to help with that, we've got our friends the fans. We're going to turn them on. And we're just going to let these dry. And as they dry, they'll get that pellicle layer. We are going to leave them here for about 2 hours. That's how long it'll take. These have had plenty of time to dry. Now we're going to take them out, get them in the smoker. Oh, hi doggies. Must be dinner time. First rack going in. I'm going to put this one down on the bottom. We will have to jog these around. And I'm going to start it up. Whoosh. Okay, and we want, I'm going to go with 150 to start. Another thing that we got to do, look back here. There's nothing in there. We're going in with alder pellets because that's how you smoke fish. Now that we got the pellets in there and a moose horn underneath my feet. He's running for it. Now we're going to let this get started, and we're going to get all of these racks loaded up. Tristan's doing a great job. Last one. All in there. You can see it starting to smoke. That means we can close up the door and let it start going. 10:40 at night, 23 degrees outside. Let's go check the fish. All right. So, oh. Those are getting pretty good, actually. They still got a while left on them. I think we're gonna play some hot potato though. So we're gonna play a little hot potato with some trays. They still got quite a while left. Oh. Oh, that tastes good. Here you go. Want to touch a doggy?
Yes. Dogs can have this
Oh, look at his eyeball. You got a perfect temp, perfect brine. You swap the trays, that way they'll dry evenly. We still got another 4 hours till they're done. So we're gonna set an alarm and we're gonna get up in 3 hours, 4 hours. It's 26 degrees outside. 2 in the morning. Ta-da. They are getting pretty close. Check it. Chief was a smart dog too. He came out at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I think we got another hour. Okay, here we are at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's go check our fish. Weber table. We'll take these in, let them cool. Then we'll pack them tomorrow. Or today. I guess it's still today. Okay, they went on at 6:30. They got done at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now it's time to go back to bed for a little bit. We pulled these off at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think, yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 6:41 p.m. now. There's at least 5 inches of fresh snow outside. Let's take a look at our fish. So there's what we got. Good looking, you can tell it's all nice and firm. When you pick a piece up, snap it. It doesn't snap, and it peels off nice. And you can see my fingers, the oil. And you need the skin. That's good. That's really good. Here, piece for you. Fish skin on, skin off. There you go, and skin off. Straight up, I'm pretty good at it. Been better than last year's. Getting better. Difficult part is knowing how much you want to put in the bag, because when we open these bags, everything's going to be eaten pretty much that day. So if you want it to last a little bit longer, you got to space it out. But I love my Meet Your Maker bags, and I'm bringing it right over here. We're gonna drop it in our beautiful chamber vacuum. Just get it past that sealing bar, close it up. Sealing, cool down. Oh, it smells so good too. When it released all that, oh man, it smells good. Like beautiful smoked salmon. But, there you go. There's a package of smoked Alaskan salmon with Grandma Johnson's secret recipe. Okay, now let's get to work. Get to work!
One thing they didn't mention is if this was shelf stable or if we had to freeze it.
Put any preservative in it other than salt. This video YouTube picked for you. This one I picked for you. Over here's the subscription button. Push it. I love you all.